What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Low Luxury, and welcome back to Low Luxury Archives, where we are still diving deep as we can possibly go into the archives of Demna Gvasalia at Balenciaga. And today, if I do say so myself, and I do, we may be looking at the single wildest piece we have seen on this series thus far. And you know it's intense when I start using the word thus and not this, okay? It's not this far, it is thus far, because we've got this bad boy. And I know this looks like maybe like 3 to 7 sweaters here, but I assure you this is one single sweater and it is absolutely nutty. So we are going to look at where this came from, the runway piece itself. We're going to take a look at this one up close, see what makes it tick, and then we're going to try it on and try to put together a look that either matches or even beats that original runway look. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Yo, before we get too much further, subscribe to the channel. I make tons of luxury and streetwear content, and also, if you're looking for deals on luxury and streetwear, check the description. I've got some of the best sites with all authentic stuff. Check it out. Alright, y'all, so we gotta head back a couple years here. I guess, 3, 4 to be exact, because we are going back to the Fall 2018 Ready to Wear show, which I don't know, it's a hard choice, but if I had to pick, I would say that this is my favorite Balenciaga show in his entire run at the house so far. Demna was on another level with this one. And well, you look at that. That's starting to look a little familiar. That sweater right underneath there. We get the cover image, you guys. It's pretty rare that we get the cover image, but here we go. Let's dive right in here. This show is all about playing with like layers and textures. You've got velvets, a lot of velvets actually. I would love to pick up one of those pieces at some point, your hourglass figures, but especially once you get later into the collection, it is all about the crazy layers. It begins right around here. You can especially see it with this jacket. This is like, I think it's actually fur-lined, faux fur on the inside, like flannel shirt, hoodie, denim jacket. You've got some similar stuff going on here. You've got leather, you've got like quilted hunting coats, leather fringe. Oh my god, all these layered pieces are so insane, you guys. Oh my god. So here is one variation of this sweater with the like Pride logo at the front. It's similar, but not exactly the same as the one that we've got, because the one we're working with is right here under this Grail status layered coat. Like all of these last looks here, starting with, I guess, this one, all these pieces go for like thousands of dollars, like $3,000 to $10,000 a piece would be my guess, because they're like 7-in-1 layered coats. But today we're talking about this sweater. And when you include the sweater with the coat, this woman is wearing like 10 layers at least in this look. I have no idea what we're going to do about recreating this, but I will leave that for now. It's an iconic look. What more can I say? I mean, it's the cover look from the collection on the Vogue website, so that's saying something here. The actual runway look doesn't give you a great look at this sweater, so that's why I'm so excited to take a deep dive on it right here, right now. Alright, so now that we know where this crazy sweater came from, let's check out all of the details. Oh my word, guys. Where to begin with this? First off, it is stupid oversized, okay? Like, absolutely insane. The layers are crazy, and trust me, we'll take a close look and see how they're achieving that effect, because I'll tell you right here, this is not actually like multiple sweaters in one. It's a trompe-l'oeil effect. It's like a kind of trick of the eyes, but it's real effective. It looks insane. When I wear this out, it gets so many reactions, both positive and negative. And even the hood right here, it's not actually like a neck, it's a hood. You can stick your whole ass head inside of this thing and it turns into like a beanie. I don't even know what to call it, guys. It turns into like a scuba hood, and it makes you look like a little sperm or something, but in like a fashion forward way. I don't know. So this is one of the rare pieces where they've gone for black on white for the neck tag, but it's actually almost more of like a silver gray off-white kind of thing. It's hard to tell on video, but it's not like a pure white under there. As for the care tags, we have finally moved to the kind of like bolder logo here, and we can see 2018 is the year, and extra small is the size, which is like an absolute joke when you consider how much of a behemoth this thing is. And now I'm kind of curious, what's it made out of? So this bad boy, or maybe I should say bad girl, because it is technically a women's wear piece, but it's like completely unisex. It is virgin wool, acrylic, and what does that even say? Polypropylene? I don't know. I can't read. And polyamide. So we've got a lot going on here in these different layers. If I had to guess, for sure the gray is like pure virgin wool, essentially, or very close to it. This has very much a wool feeling to it. As does the kind of like gray-black body of the piece, but it feels like a bit more of a blend. It doesn't have the same like richness or scratchiness as those sleeves. So it's definitely, if not a different fabrication, definitely a different like application of it. But that's to be expected because this is like your typical knit sweater, whereas this, you can see if you're getting close, is very much ribbed. Like it has a stretch to it, you can see it pull, and that makes it really effective, and it just kind of flows with your body in a really neat way. And now I told you I would show you how these layers work, so let's get into it. We have the sleeve here, so the body is this gray ribbed, so is that hood, and then it turns into gray for the sleeve, but the sleeves almost have like fins to them. So as you can see, the gray sleeve is actually like very short, but then it keeps going with a layer of this pink here, and that turns into the actual like cuff, which is also ribbed. And then you even have a white coming in between two layers of the pink here. And if we turn this inside out, we can actually see where those layers are stitched together. So that's the sleeve. But what about the back? Because we got some stuff going on there too. So in this collection, for whatever reason, Demno is all about like attaching stuff to the back. And you can see it's like asymmetrical. Like the white cuts on a curve, gets smaller across there, the pink goes the other way, whereas the gray kind of matches the white a little bit, but these kind of fold over the back of the shoulders, so from the front you can still see them kind of coming over. And we also have those fins going on the sides here, so we've got a pink and we've got a gray at different lengths, and the entire back of this piece, as well as the sleeves, is this gray right here. We got some ribbing at the hem, and you can see that the lengths are not the same, so the back is a little bit shorter than the front, whereas these fins follow the dark gray black all the way down. And now let's talk about this hood, because if you thought this piece wasn't crazy enough, we've also got this kind of like head sock going on here. But it's actually really interesting how it's all kind of held together. You have these two kind of seams, I guess you could call them, going down the sides, and it's really just like, it looks like an alien type of thing. Like it turns you into a xenomorph. That is what this entire piece is. If you want to become an alien from Alien, this is the piece for you. All right, now it's time to throw this bad boy on and see what we can do with that original runway look. All right, let's take another look at that runway piece, and right off the bat we can see that this is going to be a tough one, and the name of the game here is really just layer, layer, layer. So what we're gonna do is our base is of course gonna be this sweater, and then we need a hood, right? So the hood is gonna come from a zip-up hoodie, and I've got this cream golden goose one, so that way all that will be seen of this is the hood, so we can still see the sweater underneath. Then we need a big long piece of outerwear, and for that we're going with our silver Moncler Rick Owens puffer coat. I think that is going to be absolutely wild, and that covers us for top layers. But of course we got some sunglasses here, so we're going to go with the Versace's, okay? And then I definitely do not have velvet boots, so we're going to keep it kind of black, and we're going to go with the Gucci duck boots here. I love these. And then finally that leaves us with some pants. And what I do have are these kind of like knit wool Uniqlo skinny dress pants, and I think these are going to give us some of that texture that we've lost by not having the velvet boots. So this is going to be a wild look, a lot of layers, a lot of different colors and textures going on. So we just gotta throw this out and see what happens. There's a very good chance it will be just too much, but I'm up for the challenge, you know? I don't know how it's playing on camera here for y'all. I don't know how you're taking it, but I think this look crazily kind of works in like I threw on every single piece of clothing I had works. You know what I mean? It's just absolutely wild. Layers on layers on layers on layers. And even now, I still think I have less layers on than the actual model in that original picture. It's insane. So this piece, I mean, where to start? Let's talk about sizing. It is tagged a women's extra small, which is just absurd. Again, Demna, the sizes mean absolutely nothing. This is probably like a men's 2 or 3XL if you were to actually size it true to size. But the size doesn't matter. It's supposed to be absurdly large. That is the point. Of course, it's mostly made out of virgin wool, and it's super comfortable because a lot of it is ribbed. It has a lot of stretch. It's really easy to get on and off despite being, you know, pretty heavy. But that heaviness also makes it super, super, super warm. I don't think personally it actually needs this many layers. It's already like 3 layers in one. I probably would have ditched the hoodie, especially because, as you can see, this piece has a built-in hood, like scuba hood, okay? You don't need another one, unless you're trying to be extra, which Demna often is. So, of course, this piece is like a Grail status piece. It is iconic. I think it's a super, super important part in Demna's growth within Balenciaga because it was at this point, around this collection, that he really started going with the crazy layered pieces that became his calling cards. Like, think about the double shirts and stuff like that he started doing. Those are some of the first things that people think of when they think of Demna Gvasalai's Balenciaga. So this is a super important step in that progression. All right, guys, that is the insane layered Balenciaga sweater. Take a look at the other video on screen here, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you next time.